In the heart of medieval Italy, a legendary master made a secret manuscript on the art of combat. Fiore de Liberi's Flos Duellatorum reveals the forgotten art of Abrazare, a grappling system that could dominate any opponent. But what ancient techniques lie hidden within its pages, waiting to be unleashed in the modern era? Fiore de Liberi, born in northern Italy in 1381, was no ordinary fencer. He spent 50 years studying the art of combat under the best masters of his time, sharpening his skills in countless duels and battles, and training many swordsmen. His crowning achievement was the creation of Flos Duellatorum, one of the most comprehensive combat manuals of the time. Flos Duellatorum is the oldest known wrestling manual to include illustrated techniques, providing deeper comprehension through its visual guides. Fiore distinguishes two types of grappling, one for sport and the other for mortal combat. He clarifies that he teaches the latter, where cunning, deceit, and violence must be used to overcome an opponent. First, assess your opponent. Is he stronger or bigger? Is he much younger or older? Does he assume any formal grappling guards? These factors shape your strategy. Fiore identified 8 key qualities for mastering Abrazare: strength, rapidness, knowing superior holds, knowing arms and legs breaks, knowing locks, how to restrain the opponent by the arms, knowing how to strike the most vulnerable points, knowing how to throw someone without danger for yourself, knowing how to dislocate arms and legs. Additionally, Fiore taught 4 main grappling positions, or poste. When used defensively, he advises not to linger in these positions too long. Offensively, the poste allow you to attack while minimizing your own risk. The first two are posta longa and dente di zanghiaro. Posta longa is ideal for maintaining distance or grabbing the opponent's arm or neck. On the other hand, dente di zanghiaro is a neutral stance, useful for luring the opponent into a grab, only to counter by parrying or hooking with the lead hand. The other 2 poste are porta di ferro and posta frontale. Porta di ferro is a low stance that can be used to initiate a leg or body grab. In contrast, posta frontale is more upright and is often used to repel the opponent or secure a double grab. The poste are starting or ending points in grappling actions. For instance, after securing a grab through posta frontale, you may shift into porta di ferro to snap down the opponent. During a grappling exchange, fighters constantly transition through different poste. These 4 poste provide simple, versatile positions through which you can grapple, and they are equally useful with or without weapons. Fiore refers to these positions as masters. From a master, you can counter an attack by a remedy master. Each remedy master has a group of students, illustrating various follow-up techniques. Occasionally, there's a counter master who counters the remedy master or his students. Fiore shows 16 plays of Abrazare, which will be briefly treated. 1. A remedy to a grab that can be used from all 4 positions. Place one hand near and against the elbow of the opponent's high arm and jam the other arm. 2. Follow up to the first play with an underhook arm break that throws the opponent. If the throw fails, you can enter the Ligadure sottana. 3. A throw done by grabbing the opponent's leg and throwing with the arm, suggested as a follow-up if the second play fails. Many other plays are variations of this one. 4. Similar to the third play, the opponent is thrown with the arm. 5. Similar to the fourth play, to perform a throw, one arm grips the opponent's throat and the other pulls him forward at the waist. 6. A counter to the fifth play by deflecting the hand pushing against the face. 7. Similar to a fireman carry, but in all Fiore's throws, the opponent must go down headfirst. 8. The thumb presses under the ear to loosen the opponent's hold. The sixth play can counter it. 9. When seized from behind, quickly turn and throw the opponent, similar to the third play. 10. An over-the-leg throw called gambarola. It is deemed risky because in this hold both fighters have equal opportunities. Fiore says that holds are not superior unless they give you an advantage. 11. A full Nelson. A suggested counter is driving backward against a wall or post. 12. A knee to the groin. To counter it, grab his right leg under the knee with your right hand and throw. 13. Counter a body lock by driving both hands against the opponent's nose. 14. Counter to the previous play by pushing up the opponent's arm and grabbing the leg to throw. 15. A double hand push under the opponent's chin. 16. A counter to every play where the opponent places the hands on your face by driving the thumbs in his eyes. Fiore adds that the techniques will not always work in every situation, so if you do not have a good hold, you should quickly seek one. Unlike other grappling traditions that rely heavily on leg reaps, leg hooks, and sacrifice throws, Fiore prefers to keep both feet on the ground. His system avoids ground fighting, focusing instead on maintaining stability and control while standing. The striking. Fiore mentions that his techniques are ones the cunning swordsman or the boxer can likewise use, and advises, if your opponent is not armored, you must strike him in the most vulnerable places, such as the eyes, nose, throat, or flanks. These include thrust kicks to the groin and legs, knee strikes to the groin, and elbow strikes to the joints. While the manual shows arm strikes, it's unclear exactly what type. They could be cuffs, swings, or punches. Poste frontale is used to aggressively frame the opponent, translating into palm strikes and eye gauges. Unharmed against dagger. When defending unharmed against a dagger, Fiore provides 3 variations of porta di ferro. Tutta porta di ferro sempia, good in and without armor, used to deflect attacks with or without entering grappling. Tutta porta di ferro bracci incrociati e doppia, strong with armor, not sufficient without. Offers a flexible half-circle cover, but short. Tutta porta di ferro doppia, better in armor than without, same as the previous one, but due to the connected arms being stronger and less flexible. To defeat the dagger, you have to apply the 5 things: taking the dagger, striking, breaking, locking, throwing. This chapter expands on the grappling techniques, demonstrating how holds, locks, breaks, and throws can disarm an opponent, but also how they can lose. Here, Fiore introduces the locks. The 4 locks are Ligatura mezzana, Ligatura soprana, Ligatura sottana, Ligatura sottana forte. There are also various holds, joint breaks, and throws. Is Fiore's tradition still useful today? While some aspects of combat evolved, the fundamental mechanics of fighting remain the same, and Flos Duellatorum continues to offer valuable insights into combat, proving its relevance even centuries later. However, it can only be used as a supplement to other grappling arts still alive, as only with experience in the field you can correctly use, interpret, and adapt Fiore's techniques. Some claim that Flos Duellatorum was used to develop the dagger fencing of the Arditi, Italy's World War I assault units, but no evidence supports this. If you want to learn more about the Arditi, watch this video.